Hi everyone, nice to meet you again in second KNUE Unit 3 International Seminar. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to present our research entitled Science Teacher Readiness to Teach Education for Sustainable Development or ESD. This is our team, Professor Ari Widodo and me, Riyawati. The background of our research is that we know that in this globalization era, educational progress affects achieving the Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs. UNESCO states as Education for Sustainable Development or ESD. ESD is an effort to encourage people to be constructive and creative in facing global challenges and create a resilient and sustainable society. ESD is a key to achieve SDGs, and achieving SDGs require well-educated individuals who have knowledge, skill, values, and attitude on sustainability that can be achieved through quality education program. Therefore, ESD is not only one of the 17 goals, but also a way to achieve the other goals. ESD is an essential to be incorporated into the educational curriculum by adopting educational methodologies and developing critical skill in teachers' education. Teacher perception of ESD influence teaching practice and how teacher prepare students for sustainable development challenges, how teacher facilitate of ESD learning. However, unfortunately, no teachers specifically teach ESD in Indonesia. Not many countries have integrated ESD into learning curriculum. And in Indonesia's policies and curriculum implementation that are not yet optimal in ESD implementation. Another problem is that teacher professional skill to teach ESD are still low. Moreover, the professional development of teachers is inadequate in designing experiment and ESD-based teaching material. It indicates that teachers still have difficulties integrating ESD into learning design, including science learning. Implementing ESD integrated into learning has not been realized in Indonesia. Indonesia itself just developed an environmental education program. Environmental education consists of two parts, Adiwiyata program and the Green Campus or Eco Pesantren. All the program only focusing on environmental dimension. As we know, ESD consists of three dimensions: social, economic, and environment dimension. Integrating ESD into the science curriculum will be challenging for teachers because three important dimensions must be integrated. The teachers have to transport the focus on ESD learning from environment-oriented learning to ESD-oriented. In the current practice, ESD is integrated into science lesson due to the absence of teachers with ESD education background. Science teachers have to develop strategies to integrate ESD into their teaching. Based on the background, in this research, we try to assess the science teacher readiness to teach ESD. Initially, we studied identify the science teacher competencies to teach ESD. We analyzed the science teacher competencies from several countries and synthesized and combined them with ESD teacher competencies that UNESCO already made. It consists of facilitated learning, connect, collaborate, engage, and continue to learn and create. And the last, we formulate science teacher competencies to teach ESD consists of the content knowledge, content pedagogy, inquiry, professional practice, evaluation and assessment, professional development, and attitude. The method used was the descriptive method with data collection of the survey. We took the data using pure perceived sampling and gave them a questionnaire. The questionnaire consists of 4-point scale, which 1 represented strong disagreement and 4 represented strong agreement. This is the general profile of the respondent. All the respondents are science teachers with the total number of respondents 235, consisting 166 female and 68 male. If we see from the kinds of school, 170 science teachers come from government school and 64 science teachers come from private school. And for the teaching years, it consists of 24 science teachers have teaching experience less than 5 years. 54 science teachers have teaching experience 5 until 10 years, and then 88 science teachers have experience to teach 10 until 15 years, and 30 science teachers have experience to teach 15 until 20 years, and the last 38 science teachers have experience to teach more than 20 years. And the formal education level consists of 181 for 4 years college, 52 for master degree, and 1 for doctoral degree. Here is the result of the questionnaire in all competencies to teach ESD. If we see as a general, we know that the teachers are not ready to teach ESD in all competencies. We can see from the value of the mean score, a score that is more than 3, it's only for attitude. It indicates that they do not have enough ability in mastering content knowledge, content pedagogy, inquiry, professional practice, evaluation, and assessment. The reason behind this result also, we know that teachers are still new to ESD, so they are still confused about how to teach ESD. We will analyze the competencies one by one. The first competency is related to content knowledge. In this competency, we develop 7 indicators. Describe from the first indicator, understand the ESD content, understand the science concept, apply the science concept until demonstrate the science knowledge. Based on the result, we know that all mean score are below 3. It means that the teachers are not ready in all aspects of content knowledge. This is because of they still confused about the ESD content, how to integrate with the science concept, and how to relate the ESD problem with the science concept. The second competency is related to content pedagogy. We develop 8 indicators for content pedagogy, from setting the learning objective, planning the lesson, and designing the lesson until modifying the lesson. We develop 8 indicators, and based on the result, the teachers are not ready in all aspects of content knowledge. The teacher have difficulties when they should plan, design, modify, and implement ESD-enriched science learning. The third competency is related to inquiry. We develop 8 indicators of inquiry, and the mean score show that all of them below than 3. It indicates that teachers are not ready in all aspects of inquiry. Teachers are difficult to engage students in asking sustainability issues, how to solve it, how to conduct scientific investigation, and how to report scientific investigation in solving ESD issues. The same result is also come from the professional practice. We develop so many indicators for professional practice because it relates to the implementation of incorporating ESD into science learning. Based on result, the teachers are not ready in all aspects of professional practices. They are difficult to implement ESD and read science learning. The teachers have also difficulties in using appropriate technology, creating a constructive learning environment, including challenging students to make the strategy in maintaining sustainability. The next competency is evaluation and assessment. We develop 9 indicators for evaluation and assessment from developing the assessment. Evaluate the assessment, monitoring the student progress until analyze the result of assessment and giving feedback to them. The results still show that they are not ready to evaluate and assess the ESD and read science learning. They still confuse what kind of evaluation can be used for assessing the student achievement in understanding ESD and read science learning. Teacher must be able to make evaluation questions that can measure the sustainability-oriented learning objective. They have to practice to provide feedback to help students understand the ESD content. The second last competency is professional development. Based on the graph, all the indicators show that the mean score under 3 except the professional development number 4. It means that the teachers are not ready in all aspects of professional development except teacher can collect student feedback on ESD and read science teaching and learning to improve and follow up on future lessons. Very surprisingly, when we know that teachers are not ready to teach ESD in all aspects, we have different results for the attitude. We have developed 5 indicators for evaluating the readiness of teacher in terms of attitude, and the results show that teachers are ready enough to handle all aspects of attitude in teaching ESD. It means that even though they still lack in content knowledge, content pedagogy, inquiry, and others, the teachers are still open to give good attitude in teaching ESD. It also indicates that they still open to learn ESD and read science learning. So the conclusion that we can make from this research are science teachers are not really ready to teach ESD. Science teachers have to improve the content knowledge of ESD, including how to plan, design, and modify ESD content in science learning. Science teachers have to improve their inquiry skill, especially investigating the ESD issues relevant to science learning. And the recommendation that we can give are science teachers need professional development training in incorporating ESD into science learning, and introducing ESD into school require a shift in education paradigm from content-oriented toward action-oriented. Thank you for your attention.